new virus in the database.
What's happening?
Just give me a systems display.
Down with lost section 6 and 26. Nope, make that 10.
1995 is usually remembered for the movies that reshape pop culture. Big hits, major franchises, and films that are still referenced today tend to dominate any conversation about the year.
Excuse me.
What?
Would you guys mind just shutting up? Keep your pathetic little relationship to yourselves.
Hello.
But while those titles captured the spotlight, another group of movies struggled quietly in the background.
You know what? There is no Easter Bunny! Over there, that's just a guy in a suit!
Some failed to meet expectations, some were dismissed on release, some were simply misunderstood at the time. Yet many of those films didn't disappear, they gradually became familiar to a different kind of viewer. These are the 1995 movies that didn't connect but managed to remain part of the decade's cultural memory. Jury Duty arrived as a broad comedy built around a simple premise. A man deliberately prolongs a murder trial to enjoy free food and lodging. The concept was straightforward, but the execution didn't resonate with critics or ticket buyers.
I saw him stab a Winnie and say, I wish it were you.
The film underperformed and was quickly overshadowed by stronger releases of the year, but it found an afterlife on cable television.
They picked a jury! They're serving tuna salad for lunch! Tuna salad for lunch!
Viewers encountering it outside a theater setting tend to focus less on its reception and more on its episodic humor and exaggerated courtroom situations. It never earned critical thumbs up, but it remained visible enough to be remembered.
Girlfriend's here to kiss you goodbye.
Say hi to Judgito.
Based on a popular prank call comedy act, the Jerky Boys attempted to translate an audio-only concept into a narrative feature film.
Spicy hot lammy nipple chops with minty pickled sour sauce. Oh God, my mother, she woke me up today. She threw a pan of hot grease all over my chest and my ass and genitals. And I fell down the stairs and my shoes fell off.
That transition proved difficult. Reviews were poor, and the movie failed to generate significant box office interest. What gives the film lasting historical relevance is its cast. At least 6 performers who later appeared on The Sopranos are featured in the movie, making it an unexpected snapshot of pre-HBO crime drama talent. While the film itself never gained prestige, it remains a reference point for fans of 1990s comedy, television history, and prank calls.
Who are you guys? Where's Bob and BJ?
I guess they probably found a better gig. They split.
What do you mean they got a better gig? They're like family.
They're in a jet now over Japan. We heard they got a gig with the monkeys.
The fucking monkeys? You're kidding me.
Hey, it's a tough business.
Johnny Mnemonic was released at a time when cyberpunk concepts were still largely unfamiliar to mainstream moviegoers. Its futuristic setting, dense terminology, and style tone limited its appeal.
Hit me.
And the film failed to perform as expected. In years passing, interest in the movie grew as technology caught up with its ideas.
Double cheese anchovies?
Viewers revisiting it often focus on its depiction of data storage, corporate control, and information overload, concepts that became far more relatable with time. The film's reputation shifted from confusing oddity to early reflection of emerging digital anxieties.
Information overload! All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves! Technological fucking civilization! But we still have all this shit, cause we can't live without it.
Empire Records struggled to find an audience during its initial release. Marketing failed to clearly define its tone, and it was quickly eclipsed by larger studio projects. Box office returns were modest, and the film left theaters without much attention. Its legacy was built later through home video and repeated television airings. It became associated with a specific moment in youth culture. Rather than focusing on the plot, viewers connected with its atmosphere, soundtrack, and ensemble cast. Over time, it became less about commercial performance and more about shared recognition. Heavyweights underperformed on the big screen and received mixed responses upon release. Its inflated characters and camp setting didn't align with expectations for family comedies at the time.
Shut that up! Oh. Wow.
Later viewings brought renewed attention to Ben Stiller's performance, which closely mirrors the persona he would revisit years later in Dodgeball. That connection gave the film additional context and visibility. While it was never reconsidered as a critical success, it became a familiar reference point for 1990s comedy fans.
So, Josh, how do you like the food here?
I love the food.
Wait till I finish the question.
Money Train attempted to blend action, comedy, and character drama, but it struggled to stand out in a crowded release schedule. Despite recognizable leads, the film underperformed relative to expectations and received mixed critical responses.
Oh, shit!
Fucking white boy. Bingo! Bingo!
Its reputation stabilized rather than improved. Repeated blockbuster rentals kept it present in public memory, especially for viewers interested in urban crime films of the era. It didn't redefine the genre, but it avoided complete obscurity.
I feel you so full of holes. You look like chocolate Swiss cheese, man.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Capping your ass when you took my Garth Brooks record.
It's crazy. What about when you took my ice cream record?
Ice Cube! Ice Cube, brother!
Ice Cube, Ice Pick, You're Daze, I'm white. How should I know?
Sick.
Expectations were high for Judge Dredd, based on a long-running comic property. The film's tone differed from its source material, leading to disappointment among fans and confusion among general viewers.
Grenade.
Subtle.
Financial results were weaker than projected, and reviews were largely unfavorable. Later on, discussion around the film shifted. Adaptions encouraged reassessment, and the 1995 version became part of a broader conversation about comic book movies before the genre stabilized its identity.
Who says politics is boring?
Its significance lies more in what it represents than in how it was received.
You can't. Can you? Great.
Mr. I am the law.
Can't.
Hideaway combined its supernatural elements with psychological suspense, but its release went largely unnoticed. The film struggled to attract attention and failed to generate meaningful box office returns. In the years that followed, it developed a small but persistent following among viewers drawn to darker, late-night cable programming.
I changed my mind.
It never achieved widespread praise, but it remained discoverable, which, for many films of this type, was enough to ensure survival.
Lost in place.
These were the movies from 1995 that struggled on release, but weren't erased from history.
And your daughter won't be hurt. Mr. Watson, you're not paying attention.
They lingered through reruns, rentals, and quiet rediscovery. While they didn't define the year, they remained part of its fabric. They weren't the films people talked about at first. They were the ones people kept encountering later. And in many cases, endurance matters more than initial success.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know, I could have killed you just now, but